YouTube took a video of mine down, uh, because I was telling the truth. There's no hate speech, there's no violence, there's no call for any of that. There's no nudity, there's nothing in it, uh, no profanity uh, that violates their guidelines. It's a lie. They're lying. And they gave me a stupid strike for telling the truth. So telling the truth, I guess, is one of their guidelines that they don't have in it. Just like when you read the food you get, and they put ingredients in it, but they don't put all what they put in it in the ingredients. So they're leaving the truth out of part of their guidelines, to censor free speech. So they're in violation of censoring my free speech under 18 U.S. Code 241 and 242 because they're working together with the CIA and all their mothers and the Luciferians and the Khazarians, which are the Luciferians. This is the truth. This is nothing to do with violating YouTube's uh, guidelines, in which I did not. Uh, Wars are created, for depopulation. Uh, Wars is a Luciferian system to use us, or to sacrifice us to to Lucifer, their God, which is in all capital letters. None of this is about violence. None of this is about hate speech. It's about the truth. So we're being controlled by Luciferians. We ain't got what we think we have. They took those people. The Luciferians took control of the North American government in America in the Organic Act of 1871. They took it over when Ulysses S. Grant couldn't pay the debt he owed when the Rothschilds of England bought or funded Ulysses S. Grant to win the war. So there's no hate there. There's no calling for violence or nothing. There's no violence in my videos. It's a shame they do this. They hide the truth. Anything they can to shut people up. And that's what y'all don't get. And if y'all are backing any of this, then you have to be for Luciferians. You have to be for Lucifer if you're backing the wars, because both sides is backing both sides. Both sides in the government. That's one party, the uniparty government, because both together is the government. The Democrats are supporting one side, and then the Republicans are supporting the other side. Together, they're supporting both sides, and so and they're making money. That's all they're doing is making money. If they couldn't make money off of war, if the war couldn't benefit them in any way, besides just one just wanting to go to war to take over, another, and then the other just defending themselves. That's not what's going on. They're lying to us. This is information I'm putting out there. What's going on, and they just want to hide it. They don't, because the news media they own the news media. The news media is part of the Luciferian system. So I'm not calling for hate. I'm not calling for violence. I'm just getting the truth out there. And they're violating my right to do so. They're not for the truth. Those people that are not for the truth must be supporting the Luciferians. They have to be, if they're censoring truth. because I have no violence in it, and some of y'all have done seen it. There was no hate, there was no violence, there's no nudity, and whatever else they say is part of their guidelines. They didn't tell me exactly what I said that was hate or promoting violence, or what I show that was promoting any of that, or acting like that. I'm just peacefully telling you the truth. That's all I'm doing. And they don't like that. So they're going to make up, whatever they want, because they're our rulers and in control of everything. And that's what we're under. A Luciferian sacrificial system of control. You're going to do what I say, or I'm going to be violent to you. That's what Lucifer will do. God lets you be free. You're free. Don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do that. I want you to be good and do this and that. But you're free to do whatever you want. I ain't going to force you to be good. Well, if you don't be bad, and Lucifer wants you to be bad. They support Lucifer. A guy showed when he snuck in, what they worship, but they put an owl for the head of the Lucifer, so you don't know that they're actually worshiping Lucifer. You're to think that they're worshiping something else. Because this is what they do. They deceive and they lie and and all this other crap. But that's all wars is for, is to sacrifice us to Lucifer. That's all the thing was for, to sacrifice, the little ones and others to Lucifer. They want to drop our numbers so they can have less of us to control. That's what all of this is for. If there was no wars in America, if America or this so-called government did not go to war and send us to wars, we would have 1 billion people in this country right now. Look at all those hundreds of thousands of people, or millions of people, hundreds of millions of people, maybe even 1 billion, all together, that's been killed in wars since 1776. Or the Civil War, I'll say. Since the Civil War of 1860. All these people who were massacred over stupid stuff because of people who worship Lucifer and took God out of the government, took God out of the schools. That's what Luciferians do. They're not for God. They're against God. They're for Lucifer. No hate speech, not calling for hate, not acting hateful, not acting violent, not calling for violence, not showing violence, not showing hate, just telling the truth. That's all I'm doing. And they don't like it. And so if this video goes down, you will see that they're hiding the truth, that I know what I'm talking about. They're violating all of our rights. They're violating our right to be human beings, to live under the natural laws that was created by God, the real God, the good God, not Lucifer, their God, and so we just need to stop sharing their content. No hate towards them. Just stop sharing their content, because they want you to share all the, what the kids look like that were killed, and what and all that, because that's what they're mainly showing, to create more violent, or to create more hate, more division, and more chaos amongst people, with lies and misinformation. Because I'm not putting out any misinformation. It's the truth. Because this is all coming out, and they're trying their best to stop it. And they're going to start taking us off these platforms, to shut us up. And then all there will be is, you all spreading hate and division and chaos, because that's what y'all are for. You're for lying to everyone and spreading chaos. Uh, and if y'all are for supporting all of that, the evil, their God, then you must be for Lucifer and Luciferianism. So that's all I have to say about that. That's what you're for if you're going to back that and be and push hate, because that's what y'all are doing. Y'all are the ones pushing hate and division and chaos. Y'all are the ones saying, "Yeah, y'all can't wait to see them bust your windows out." That's calling for violence. That's saying you want violence to happen. You want destruction of somebody's property to happen. You want somebody to get hurt. You're calling for it. It don't matter how you say it. If you want something, even if you just put it in a question to happen, you're calling for it. I'm not calling for anything. I had a video where I did. They didn't take that down. Oh, if you're for stuff happening to me, well, I'm for stuff happening to you. I want it to happen to you. Yeah, I said it in another video. You know what? Wasn't taken down. Because I wasn't talking about what I'm talking about right now. So, I'm going to leave it at that. You all think about it. If you want to support all of that evil crap, the authority that runs the streets, the street soldiers, the prosecutors, those in the courthouses, those running the state, and those running the government, they work for Lucifer. They work for the Luciferians, and they don't, a lot of them don't know it, and then there's a lot of them that do know it and don't care, and then and there's those that know it and there's nothing they can do, because the Luciferians could take them out. They could. Not calling for violence. I don't want anyone to get hurt. I don't want anybody to be hating. I want peace. I want everybody to stop sharing this evil stuff that they want us to share, because you're helping them to create more hate, division, and chaos when you do that.